Hello, hello, hello. It is Dolly. Welcome to my channel, Scrapping on the Go. This process video, I am going to share 5 layouts and 2 cards that I completed using a new collection from Close to My Heart released in the November-December 2021 catalog. I am a Close to My Heart maker consultant. If you see any products in here that you are interested in purchasing, I would love for you to come over and shop with me. I will have my link listed below. So let's get started. I have already a video on my YouTube channel where I shared my haul video picking up the Candid Moments Collection, the mix-in, the stamps, and some other products. But I'm just going to briefly show you again. Right in the front cover here of this catalog is featuring the Candid Moments collection along with the newer buttons that have been released. All right, so the first 2 pages we have a sample of a layout here which you can scrap lift, and I scrap lift, and I will show you my version. Here is a card that you could create as well, scrap lift. And there's just a couple of the life cards that they're showing you here. We have a glimpse of the pattern papers and the sticker sheet. All right, so next page. So you can purchase the sticker sheet and pattern paper together, or you can just purchase the pattern paper. You cannot purchase the sticker sheet on its own. You can also purchase the coordinating cardstock, die cuts, digital art collection, Picture My Life cards. I purchased the sticker and pattern paper, the die cuts, and the life card. Next page, you can also pick up 2 stamp sets. You can also pick up workshop kits for scrapbooking layouts and cards. You can follow the instructions that are provided, or you can create your own layouts using the products in here. The one cool thing about the scrapbooking workshop kit, you'll get some exclusive papers and you get die cuts. So you don't have to worry about making your own die cuts. With the card making workshop kit, you get an exclusive stamp. You can only get this stamp set, which comes with thin cuts, automatically comes with thin cuts with the workshop kit. The next feature catalog, paper collection and stamps, is the Wonderland. I did not pick up any of the items of this collection. But again, it's the same thing. We have the pattern paper, sticker sheet, coordinating cardstock, felt shapes for this collection, and the life cards, workshop kits, and stamps. I know I'm going fast. I've already spent time, but I want to get here to the mix-in paper. The mix-in papers coordinate with both the collections I just showed you, the Candid Moments and the Wonderland collection. So you have an A side and a B side. I picked this up and I use some of those papers, most all those papers actually, on the layouts that I created. All right, the first layout. All right. So Candid Moments, all from the Candid Moments pattern paper. All right, so this one here is cut 7 by 12. All right, this one here is 7 by 12, but I did the tearing technique. This is a small, like 1.5 inch strip that I cut from my trimmer, and then I did the tearing technique on one end and tucked it in. Same with this pattern paper. And remember, there is a B side of the pattern paper, and you'll see that in some of my layouts. So we'll start here from the top. So this is Picture My Life card right here. Okay, and this bird and this sticker came from the sticker sheet. These die cuts, remember I showed you they're a wood grain die cut, so I've got the arrows there. And then this is a bracket. If you look really closely, I tucked in a bracket right there. The heart acrylic pieces are in the core catalog for you to purchase, like I said, until the end of August of 2022. And then I have the flower acrylic pieces down here. So I just want to point those out. Now for my splatters, we do sell at Close to My Heart the Dana Wakley gloss spray, and it's a acrylic spray. It has no glitter in these sprays. Now she's come out with a glitter one called Glit. So this is the white, and this is the ocean here. It appears a little bit darker because it is on a darker background pattern paper, but here you can see the true color of it. So that's kind of awesome that you can get one effect on the lighter pattern paper and a different on a darker pattern paper. Love it. All right, let's see what's next. For my title, that did not come from Close to My Heart. So this came from the Vicki Boutin Wildflower and Honey collection. Also, this is to let you know, use some of your stuff in your stash. I love the products from Close to My Heart. If I didn't, I wouldn't be a maker. Don't be afraid to bring in stuff from your stash, all right? So that's where my title came from. The camera came from the sticker sheet, along with this arrow with the word phrase that says happy, and then this one that says this is us. All three of this came from the sticker sheet, all right? This tag came from the die cut pieces, along with this frame, which got mostly covered up. These circle items right here came from that stamp set, all right? And I used, for the gray here is charcoal, all right? For the blue up here, oh, that is Bluebell. I started to show you Sapphire, but that's Bluebell, and I don't know where my stamp is. Oh, stamp pad, here it is. Okay, so there's Bluebell, all right? We still sell these ink pads. And this yellow here is saffron color, all right? So I stamped those out, and then I have a 1-inch circle punch that I used. I think that covers everything. And then I've got the flower acrylic pieces right down here, and that should be it. And then just twine from my stash. That's layout number 1. Layout number 2, I got my inspiration from the catalog right here, okay? And you'll see some differences. This zip strip came from the mix-in, so I used a different zip strip. And the zip strip that they used here, that came from one of the pattern paper, I used it here and didn't use the yellow, all right? And so that's the differences. And then I used the Picture My Life card right here. They stamped out their title and probably used the thin cuts with it. I didn't do that, all right? Also, they put their tag up here, and some of those circle stamp pieces they stamped out, but I did mine different here. So I just want to point that out. Same with my layering, different down here below. We'll start with the base and work up. This is a 12 by 12 daisy white cardstock. I used the new pins that Close to My Heart's carrying, and this is La Pen in Navy. I added this line at the very end, but I just wanted to point that out because I'm working up. This stripe paper from the Candid Moments pattern paper, I cut a 1/2 inch. In the catalog, it shows probably 1/4 inch, but I made mine wider. I put the zip strip, all right? Then the next thing I did was cut this pattern paper right here. I'll get the measurements for you. And I cut that 5 inches by 12. So that's what I cut that one. Then my next pattern paper here, I trimmed that 6 inches by 8. Nope. 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is 6 by 10. Sorry, 6 by 10. Then I used red cardstock from Close to My Heart and then did that map right there. The next layer is this other pattern paper right here, just right there. I trimmed that one 7 by 8. So that one's 7 by 8. The sapphire cardstock from Close to My Heart, I trimmed that one 5 by 7. Okay, and layered that. So I gave you the measurements. I matted my photograph using one of the life cards here. That one side is that yellow striped, like mustard color yellow striped. I think the opposite side might be the blue. Yep, it's the blue, which I love that blue, and you only get one of those cards, so you have to make your choices and make them quickly. Then this is the life card that I butted up against there, which gives me room for journaling. This is also one of the 6 by 5 life cards, or are they 4 by 6? Let me get that right. They are 4 by 6 life cards. And I trimmed that one up just to have those phrases and laid them right there instead of having a title go this way. In the photograph, you know, the best day ever was down here. I placed it up here. Again, I stamped these out. And for those, again, now this one I use the sapphire ink, the chiffon yellow, and the gray here is pewter, okay? All right, and then I used my punches. So I think this is a 1 inch, and then this is a 1/2 inch punch. All right, so if you don't get the die cut sets, that's what you would use. From the sticker sheet, I use that little triangle, that heart, and then this enamel is from my stash. This is from the sticker sheet. For my splatters right here, there's just a tiny bit of splatters on this one. I used the Close to My Heart sapphire shimmer pen and just splattered those on just right there. Just a little bit of splatters. So that's layout number 2. I know I'm going quick. You can stop the video to re-review my sizes. All right, here is the next layout that I created. Here is cut 1, 2, 3, 4.5 by 11.5. No, this is 12. I'm sorry, I don't have any white. And then here on the striped pattern paper, I cut it, same thing, 4 by 12 because it's tucked under, which is the striped pattern right there. Okay. This would be the opposite side. You get 2 of each. And then the blue on blue tone here paper, and it's like little blocks of grid lines here, and I cut that one 4 3/4 by 12, and then the opposite side of one of these pattern papers, I can't remember, is this one right here. Let's see if I can figure it out. Nope, that's from the mix. No. Yeah, this is from the mix-in paper. I apologize. So for backing my photograph, I used 1, 2, 3 life cards and just layered that up. Then this came from the sticker sheet. This came from the sticker sheet. That came from the sticker sheet. This came from the sticker sheet. And that came from the sticker sheet. So this says document. This says Oh My Heart. This one here that looks like a picture says love this, and then this says here and now. These two like stars, we sell those, are acrylic pieces from Close to My Heart, and you get all different kinds of shapes of stars. So you get these like thin ones like that. You get these open ones like that shape, and you also get that shape. I use those shapes, and you get a whole packet of them. Again, I've revealed that in a haul video. All right, from the Candid Moments die cut, wood cut pieces here, that's what came here. This here, I want to show you, point this out, is from the word story. How did I get the P from there? I just cut that little stem of the R. So that's my title. And again, I used my stamp and and stamped directly on my layout right here. So I used this one here, the wonky circle one. Then I used the circular smaller one, and then this kind of starburst one here, and stamped out. These little jewels here came from Close to My Heart. I think they're still available. They are called the Glitter Gems Bluebell. I did some splatters here. And again, I used the ocean blue because I love how it changed the color just a tad. And then I used carnation. Now, Close to My Heart does not have the carnation available, but you can buy it at like Cherry on Top or scrapbook.com and other places. And I will tell my story right down in here. Okay. For layout number 4, again, I didn't scrap lift anyone. This is just a simple design layout. This pattern paper is from the Mix-In collection. This zip strip right here. This purple pattern paper. I think everything on this layout is from the Mix-In paper. Let me switch to that page real quick. Yes. So I have the Mix-In paper here, this purple right here. Those are the two sides that I used here. I matted my photographs in Daisy white cardstock. This picture was taken the day before Thanksgiving of 2020. An ice storm was coming in. This is the Blue Ridge bridge right there, one of the bridges when you go along that highway. And so I snapped a photograph right there. This is exactly what the weather looked like. I did not alter these photographs. This one wasn't quite as clear because if you look really closely, it's just getting darker and darker with the clouds. All right, so that's what these 2 photographs are about. My title says Not Awesome. And the reason why I chose Not Awesome is because it was an ice storm and we were trying to get up to our place in the mountains before it got too bad, which we did make it. So I used these glitter stickers from my stash, and they are also called Wise Crack, but they are in this beautiful silver bluish steel color. I love it, love it. This phrase here came from this collection from Pink Fresh Studio called Keep It Real. And it matched perfectly with this color tone in the purple. So that's what I used for my title there. This is from the Candid Moments Picture My Life cards, along with the one behind it that I double layered. These wood pieces are from Close to My Heart. We sell wood veneer pieces, and I inked them up using, what did I use? I think I used the Bluebell on those. Yeah. This camera came from the Candid Moments sticker sheet. This flower came from a last year collection that came out in January from Close to My Heart that I have a little bit left. These 2 circle pieces came out in May for National Scrapbooking Collection. These gem came from Close to My Heart. We carry those all the time, the silver and the gold, and they're just called glitter gems. And I placed those in 3 spots there. Very simple, very elegant, very clean. Again, I do have some room to tell my story, or I'll tell it on the back. I'm not really sure. Layout number 5. I had fun creating this one. All right, so the pattern paper, my base layer, is from Close to My Heart, but it's not part of this collection. It is the wood grain paper that you can pick up from Close to My Heart. It's in the core catalog. The blue paper here is from the Candid Moments. All right. And this pattern paper is the mix-in. So I use Candid Moments. This is Candid Moments, Candid Moments. This is the mix-in that goes with that collection. And then the wood grain paper that we offer as well. I love this white wood grain. I've shared a video regarding wood grain. I always get the wood grain collection. All right, so that tells you those papers that I used. Now, if you can see peeking through here, I've done some stamping, and I use the intensive black ink from Close to My Heart. I've also used this acrylic stamp called Perfectly Imperfect Patterns, and I love this stamp set. So it is this one right there. Can you see that? Can you see that? All right, and that's what I stamp out behind there. And then I added a few splatters, and I used the Dilution Black Marble Shimmer Spray, just a little bit, not much, and then just a tad of Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Sweet Cherry, just a tiny little bit, just to bring out a little bit of color. All right. Then from the Candid Moments die cut packs, this wood grain are the stars and the arrows. This comes from the sticker sheet from Candid Moments, and this comes from the sticker sheet. I'm kind of jumping all over the place with this layout. I'm sorry. We've got the bracket right here that comes from the die cut piece, and that other half of that frame. So, you know, like a little frame, square frame, and that's the other half peeking out right there. So we got the arrow. And then my photographs, I matted with the red cardstock from Close to My Heart. In one of those layouts I showed you previously, I think it's number 3 or number 2, I use the dark side of the red, and if you flip it over, it's a light. I use the light on this side of that. And then I use the black cardstock paper. And then this is my husband and my little guy and our miniature Dachshund right here, or Dachshund. People call them different names, but anyway, and they're down there. My husband's teaching my little guy about changing the oil, and so I will do journaling here. I can do it right along here, a little bit right there if I want to. Oh, and as far as inking the edges here, I use the intensive black ink from Close to My Heart. And I ink that in the stars here on the die cut pieces, and then my pattern paper. All right, and that is my 5 layouts. And let me show you 2 simple cards that I made, and then what I have left. So I made these 2 cards, real simple. 5 layouts, 2 cards. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.